Greetings, everyone, and welcome to a special Timey-Wimey Tuesday Closer Look. Today we're going to be taking a look at another British science fiction series, but one with more than a few connections to Doctor Who, not the least of which it was created by Terry Nation, the creator of the Daleks, who I think you would agree is kind of important Doctor Who-wise. I'm, of course, talking about Blake 7, the classic, epic space opera series that ran for 4 series from, 1978 to 1981, and was just fantastic. I just loved it, and finally pulled the trigger on the Blu-ray, the DVD set, which this is actually the 40th anniversary DVD set, which came out recently. It's basically just a repackage of the previously released 4 series sets. But thought it was about time we took a closer look at it, maybe talked about it a little bit. So let's do that now, today, on a Timey-Wimey Tuesday Closer Look on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. So, I first heard about Blake 7 essentially from Doctor Who magazine, just kind of reading about Doctor Who, and it would occasionally mention this show called Blake 7, and I had no idea what it was all about. And then one month, there was an issue of Starlog magazine, which was a science fiction magazine published throughout the 70s through to the 90s, I think. They had a full episode guide and sort of big articles about Blake 7. I don't know what the occasion was. They just decided to do an episode guide. And so I read more about the series there, and it's like, wow, that sounds really interesting. Then, not long after that, the local PBS station that I watch Doctor Who on every week picked up Blake 7. And every weekend, they would show 2 episodes back to back. So I started watching it, and I just fell in love with it immediately. I thought, wow, this is like way darker and more serious than Doctor Who, and like it's an ongoing, continuing storyline, and just has this epic quality about it. But it still had the same kind of feel as Doctor Who, because a lot of the production team was from Doctor Who, and a lot of Doctor Who actors have roles in it from time to time. And yeah, it was just a real treat to finally see this show and see what all the hype was about. So I recorded it every week. I might have missed 1 or 2 episodes here and there, but I tried to catch it as often as I could, because they only showed the whole thing once. Yeah. Now, I remember years earlier seeing it on other PBS stations, listed in the TV guide, but it was PBS stations I didn't get. So I was like, oh, the people who get that station are able to watch Blake 7 right now. Do they realize how lucky they are? I've been wanting to see this show for years, see what it's all about. So, finally able to see it, loved it, watched all 52 episodes, and just thought it was fantastic. So for the longest time, I wanted to pick up some kind of official home video release, obviously to have it in nicer quality, have it in, nice package art to display on the shelf and stuff. So in the early 90s, they started releasing VHS tapes of it. And let's take a look at all 26 volumes, shall we? Yeah, so it's basically 2 episodes per tape spread across 26 volumes. So the thing was, some of the episodes had edits to them. They had censorship to them. You may notice some of these covers say 2 complete unedited episodes, and some of them don't say that. Yeah, the ones that don't say that have stuff cut out. They were censored. Also, in the UK, prior to this release, we'll just wait till we finish getting through them here. In the UK, prior to this release, you didn't get these releases over here, but over in the UK, they had this 4-volume set. Yeah, I think I kind of underestimated just how long it would take to get through all of these 26 VHS volumes. So let's just give it a moment to catch up, and then I'll show you the 4 volumes I was just talking about. These ones here, under sort of blanket titles, and what these were basically 2-hour compilation edits of, I guess, the most important parts of numerous episodes strung together into movies. So they did these 4 movie compilations, condensing the entire saga of Blake 7 down to about 8 hours, and released them as these 4 volumes. So it's kind of strange. I don't know if this came before or after the complete series release. I think it was before, actually. And then fans are saying, can we just get the whole series? So they released the whole series in that 26 volume set, but with edits. And then finally, in the early 2000s, they got this set here. Now, this is a box set of all 4 series sets, but the 4 series sets were also released individually. So essentially what this was finally getting the complete, uncut, uncensored series, beautifully remastered for DVD, and with tons of extras. A bunch of the episodes have commentaries on them. There's lots of featurettes and behind-the-scenes stuff and archival stuff. They're very similar to the Doctor Who releases that we've had on DVD for years. So I waited and waited and waited, because we got the VHS releases here years ago. So I thought naturally we would get the DVD releases too at some point. But nope, never got them. So finally I decided, you know what? I've waited long enough. Those DVD releases came out in like 2003. So it's now 2019. I don't think we're ever going to get them over here. So I decided to finally pull the trigger on the Region 2 set. And quite frankly, anything that's shot in PAL, you want to watch in PAL anyway, ideally, because you get the higher resolution and the better, more stable color. So, yeah, so this is basically the 40th anniversary collection. It doesn't say that anywhere on it. It's really just a repackage of the 4 series sets. I think I mentioned that in the overview we're about to do. But that doesn't matter. I didn't care. I just wanted the series in my collection because it had been conspicuously absent for far too long. So, having covered all that, let's head on down to the black box and take a closer look at the 40th anniversary edition of Blake 7, the complete series, on DVD. Okay, here we go. So this was the 40th anniversary DVD set of the complete series of Blake 7. Now that said, even though it's technically the 40th anniversary set, there's nothing new in this set to indicate that. It's literally just another repackage of the 4 seasons that were released individually prior to this. But I thought we'd take a little look here so you can see what all is in it. Check out the packaging. This is a really, really nice set, actually. And it does take up a little bit less space on your shelf than the 4 individual season sets would. And, hold on. There we go. So, complete series 1 through 4. So, this is divided up pretty evenly. We basically have 2 big kind of digipacks that house 2 seasons apiece. Or 2 series apiece, sorry. I'm so used to saying seasons because I'm in North America. But you say series over there, don't you? Alright, so let's take a look here. Except with classic Doctor Who. For some reason with classic Doctor Who you say seasons. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here. There we go. Okay, so pretty straightforward. As you can see, we just have all plastic trays in there. Nice spacescape on the back. I guess one advantage to getting the older sets is you get a little bit more package art, but yeah, that's okay. So here we've got pretty simple here. This is probably going to be a pretty short, closer look, actually. So we've got just the individual discs here. They tell you which episodes are on them. There you go. So looks like 3 episodes per disc. So they've divided them up quite nicely. I know later DVD sets would have put more episodes per disc. But this one, they really didn't skimp on that. They put like 3 on a disc, so you get nice high bit rate for all of them. They look really good. And, I mean, having come from the original PAL Masters, these look fantastic. And being PAL DVDs, of course. So, basically, they just give you episodes on the first 4 discs, and then the 13th episode of the season. Each season was each series was 13 episodes, and then you get the special features on there as well. And then here we've got Series 2. Again, 3 episodes per disc. And that one's upside down, but you can practice your upside down reading. I'm not going to turn it around. And finally, the last 3 episodes. Yeah, I was going to say, wait a minute, is there one more disc? Yeah. And then we have the finale of series 2 and special features. Well, I'm really struggling with that season series thing, aren't I? Okay, and then with each of the two sets here, we actually have an insert, which gives you a breakdown of what is on each disc, and some nice cast pictures there too. So there we go. So if we just take a look here, yeah, there's quite an extensive list of extras here. As you can see, they've got quite a wealth of stuff. And so series 1, they've got, let's see, digitally remastered episodes, 2 outtakes, a missing scene, 1 robot, 2 flat feet, and a blooper. A Blue Peter feature, Leslie Judd makes a Liberator teleport bracelet. Series 2 trailer, and audio commentaries for Spacefall, Seek, Locate, Destroy, and Project Avalon. So that's very nice. I'm just going to give you a look here while I read through this for you. Series 2, we've got Multicolored Swap Shop from, looks like from March 10th, 1979. June Hudson's Costume Collection, Matt's Models, Small World Model Spacecraft from August 28th, 1980. Introducing Aurak, The Mutoids, The Ballad of Travis 2, yes, because the actor who played Travis changed in Series 2. Saturday Superstore from January 8th, 1983. Scene Today, that's S-C-E-N-E, from January 24th, 1991. Series 3 trailer, and audio commentaries on Shadow, Trial, and Gambit. So, very nice. So, quite a robust series of extras. Now, these sets originally came out in the early 2000s. I think like 2003-ish was when they were first released in the individual series form. So that's quite a lot of extras for early era DVDs like that. So I have to say I'm quite impressed. So here we've got all of series 3 and 4. Same format as before. We have 3 episodes per disc for the first 4 discs. Each series is 5 discs. So I have to say, I really love how they've spread these out. I mean, these are all dual-layer discs, so you're getting a nice high bit rate for all of them for maximum quality. So here we have the finale of Series 3 with special features. And again, 3 episodes per disc for Series 4. And that's that. And then all the way up to episode 52, the nerve-shattering finale of the series, and a bunch of extras on there as well. So if we take a look in the booklet here, it's great. I love that you have 2 booklets. How many sets give you 2 booklets? Very nice indeed. So let's see what we got here. So Series 3, we've got Stewart's Stunts, Shelag's Makeup Memories, Introducing Tarrant, Introducing Dana. They're the 2 new additions to the crew in that series. Series 4 trailer, Series 3 clean titles, Blake's Bloops, so we get some outtakes there. Nationwide Look North from the 31st of July, 1979. Casting Tarrant, and audio commentaries on Death Watch, Rumors of Death, and Terminal. And then finally, Series 4, Introducing Sulin and Introducing Slave. Blake's Bloops again. We've got more outtakes. Liz Parker on Pebble Mill from the 11th of April, 1979. Blue Peter from June 6, 1983. How to Make a Scorpio Bracelet. Scorpio was their second spaceship in the show. Ken Ledsham's Blake 7 Designs. Special Sounds, Radiophonic. So something about the Radiophonic Workshop there. Forever Avon. I've actually seen that. That's quite an extensive interview with Paul Darrow, where he talks about, you know, sort of being constantly recognized as Avon. Because it was, I mean, without question, it was the role he's most remembered for. And, you know, as some actors get kind of touchy about being typecast, he has pretty much embraced it and loves the fact that fans adore him for that and remember him for it. And he talks about that quite a bit. Series 4 clean titles. Series 4 studio recordings. That's cool. I love it when they have studio recordings, because then it's like you're a fly on the wall just watching them make the show. You know, the Doctor Who DVDs and Blu-rays have quite a lot of stuff like that, which is just great. Terry Nation on Series 4. And finally, audio commentaries on Assassin and Blake. Blake, of course, being the final episode, and quite controversial and, well, very vividly remembered episode by fans. So, very cool stuff. We're just going to pull this back a little bit here. and put everything back in the box. So it's, it's a sturdy but, not overly stiff box, but very nice in that it houses everything quite snugly. And there we go. And it's got this beautiful matte finish here. I'll just show you if you can see. Yeah, the Blake 7 logo is all shiny, and the rest of it is this really classy matte finish. So I have to say, like, I was really quite impressed with this set when it arrived. And it's not all that expensive either. Like, considering you have 52 episodes of, beautiful quality presentation for the show, and such a wealth of extras, I was really quite surprised by how cheap this set was. I can't remember how cheap it was off the top of my head, but I know that was one of the reasons I bought it. It was almost an impulse buy. I was like, wow, I'm going to finally get Blake 7 because I've put it off for way too long. So there you go. If you're looking to get it in your collection and you have no trouble playing Region 2 discs, I highly recommend this series. It's a great series and it's a great set, sure to please any fan, new or old. And there you go. Now, of course, one can't help but wonder, they've been really keen on doing all these remasters and upscales of older shows for Blu-ray lately, such as the Doctor Who sets coming out. They did the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The first 8 series of Red Dwarf have all had the upscale treatment. So one can't help but wonder if they're maybe going to do the same thing with Blake 7 down the line a little bit. I don't know. I'm thinking Blake 7 might be a little more niche than the other ones, so maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Anything's possible. But that would just be my luck. As soon as I finally pull the trigger on the DVDs after waiting like literally almost 20 years, they would put them out on Blu-ray. I mean, that's would not surprise me at all. Anyway, if it happens, it happens. In the meantime, we got this beautiful DVD set to enjoy, and I cannot recommend it highly enough. If you've never seen Blake 7, do yourself a treat. If you like British sci-fi, you need to see this show. It's one of the all-time greats. Alrighty, that is it from me to you for now for this week's Timey-Wimey Tuesday Closer Look. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time, whatever form that takes. Might be another Closer Look, might be something else. Time will tell. Timey-Wimey Tuesday. Alright. Anyway, that's it from me to you for now. So, I'll see you next time in whatever... Deja vu. Big thanks to you for watching. Big thanks to my Patreon sponsors. Come and see me on Twitch. I stream almost every day. Until next time, sayonara.